When I heard about fasting, I actually immediately decided that I couldn't do it, that I wasn't capable of going one day without eating or two or whatever, because I usually get migraines when I do that, that my body just shuts down. So that was my opinion of fasting. I never thought I was going to do it, because of that. So why did I do that? This last week, I was actually getting myself into a lot of bad habits. I was constantly drinking, surrounding myself with things that weren't benefiting me, that weren't aligned with where I'm wanting to be in the future. So my body was just getting really sick. Monday was on 420. I came home and I remember feeling really tired, but I couldn't sleep because every time I laid down, my body was just beating so quickly that it felt it was going to burst every time I laid down. So I just started eating so much and somehow fell asleep. I had a really vivid dream that night, and it was about this message that I was supposed to be telling the world. It was this concept, this idea that I was supposed to be sharing with the world. And I remember waking up and saying something and going back to sleep. And when I finally did wake up, I didn't remember it. I didn't remember the message. All I remember was two words, and that was psychedelic and love. And I was like, psychedelic and love, like, what the hell? Like, how do they correspond to one another? So I Googled psychedelic, and it took me to the word psyche. Psyche meaning love. No, psyche meaning soul. Soul meaning love. Makes sense. So that was just, in my mind. And I decided to shower because of everything that I was going through that week, all this stuff that my body was carrying. I just wanted to release it all. So while I was showering, I heard this voice, and it said, "You're going on a 3-day water fast." And I was like, okay. I completely accepted this voice, no questions asked. I knew I had to do it. After my shower, I went ahead and did a meditation for the intention of my 3-day water fast. I set the intention of letting go of old habits, of attachments, anything my soul, my body has been holding throughout time. It was just to let go, a rebirth. So, after my intention, I was sitting in the couch watching this documentary. I noticed myself chewing at my nails and started thinking about food. I started getting hungry. I started living in my head. So I immediately went to my car and I got some books, because I knew if I was studying, if I was putting my mind in something that I distracted me, I was going to be okay. So I just was reading, I was studying, and it was great. The day passed by really quickly. I went to sleep, no trouble. The second day, now they say the second day is a tough one, and it was. I woke up, my body was feeling a bit weak, and there was a voice, and I heard, quit, quit, quit. Just that, it was repeating itself, and why are you doing this? Go eat. Are you stupid? Like, just a lot of shit in my head, man. So I immediately got up from the couch and I went to the living room. I put music and I started moving my body. And I started doing a workout. I meditated. I stretched. During a meditation, I was doing a guided one about clarity. And this lady was guiding me, and she took me to it took me to this cave, and I was under a waterfall. And I was completely naked in this meditation. And I remember just washing my body with the water, and just cleaning, like, just cleansing everything, everything. Pretty much the intention that I had for the fast. And after I was done cleansing, I walked this pathway to the forest, and I remember laying my naked body in, surrounded by trees, surrounded by flowers and nature, and the sun was beaming onto my skin. And I remember after the meditation, I was just there. And then I had a message from my friend Angela, and she said, "Hey man, do you want to do something for Earth Day?" So I thought that was really cool, being connected, being one with all. And then, it's Earth Day. So I thought that was really cool. So I showered, I met up with my friend, and we made a podcast. We were surrounded by water that day. It was so good. and we painted, talked about our experience through quarantine, what we've been up to, what we've been learning. And it was really good. That night, I was able to express myself. I was able to let go. I was able to be truth to other people, to myself. And it was really, really cool seeing the second day how I was just actually letting go, man. Like everything that I've been holding on to, it was just releasing itself naturally. And I didn't even plan it, it just happened. So it was really cool witnessing that, and just trusting myself and allowing God to guide me. That night I got home, and every day I started feeling lighter and lighter and just wholesome, man. Yeah. The third day I woke up and I had so much energy. I did the same, morning ritual, worked out, yoga, I meditated, I showered, reminding myself, my body, my mind, my spirit, why I'm doing this fast, washing everything away more and more my last day. And it was challenging because it was my aunt's birthday that day, and everyone got birria, food, and cake, and, I was just surrounded by so many delicious foods. So I congratulated her, and I came to the room and I just started moving my body. I started exploring my body, and being aware of this, how strong I am, how strong my mind is. And I was aware that I wasn't even living in my head, that I was here presently, just exploring. And it was just like, yeah, it was love. It was love. It was love and no judgment. And I can't really, it's so hard to explain, guys. It's so hard. Like, I can tell you I felt wholesome and I felt really good and energetic, but the feeling is so much more than that. It's just complete, if that makes sense. Yeah. So after I was done dancing, my aunt came and she wanted to do a tarot reading for her birthday. So I connected with spirit, and I, gave her some messages, and it was really cool being in that realm and feeling very connected with spirit. After the reading, I felt really tired. Like, I don't know what happened. So I decided to go to bed. But when I laid down, I felt uncomfortable for some reason. I switched positions, couch to bed. I stretched, I meditated, I did some breath work, I put on nature sounds, I did the for like 15 minutes, guys, and literally nothing worked. I couldn't sleep that night. I watched a show, I watched a movie, nothing worked for some reason. And I ended up falling asleep around 4:30, and then woke up at 8. And this was the day I was breaking my fast, and thankfully I still felt good. And I went ahead and did my morning ritual as usual, my shower, my intentions, reminding that, and went to the grocery store. And a lot of things happened. Like, I walked out, and the neighbors were like, "Good morning, good morning." I was singing, and birds, and it was great. It was like a fairy tale, honestly. And then my shoe broke, and then I left my keys in my car, and it was like 98 degrees. And yeah, I was really hungry, because I was supposed to be going home and breaking my fast, but then all these things were like delaying me. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to let this thing affect me. So I asked myself, can I do anything? And I could, and I did, and, I did my thing, and I was home safely. I was okay. I ate. I broke my fast with a beautiful bowl of fruit. It was delicious. So I'm really happy I did the 3-day fast, and I'm happy that I didn't let those incidents get to me and affect my day. And other awarenesses that I had through the fast was the fact that I had to be very aware of my body and how far I could stretch and work it out, what it needed. Whenever that first day I was chewing my nails and I was thinking about food, it's like, okay, what sparks me? What distracts me? What makes me not be in here? And it was, studying, expanding my mind. That's what makes me not live in here. And then the fact that the second day it was really hard, and reaching out to people I couldn't really do, you know what I mean? It's a challenge within myself. And if I told someone like, "Damn, bro, like I'm so hungry," they're just going to tell me, "Go, bro, fucking eat." You know what I mean? So, it was pretty much putting trust in myself, a trust into God, and just letting him guide me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it was a challenge within my mind, my body, my spirit, my soul. And I'm super grateful that I listened to that voice and I didn't question it, and I just had an open heart and open arms, the awareness that I had, even of the direction that I was taking, I knew it wasn't benefiting me. And I've honestly haven't had vivid dreams recently because I haven't had a clear mind because of everything that I've been doing. So that night, the fact that I did, and I remember having this message that I was supposed to share with this world, and not remembering it, and it's like I'm so grateful to have God in my life. You know what I mean? And oh my goodness, like I'm so grateful because this journey, my journey, it's I know what I'm wanting, and sometimes it's like life gets really chaotic, you know what I mean? And we just feel like we just need to explode. And you need to, you know what I mean? Let go of any feelings that you may be having, but at the end, it's just all you can really do is just put trust into him and into you, and follow your heart, because that's when you're going to make it out and you're going to succeed. And yeah, that was an awareness that I did have, is just allowing him to guide me and to trust him, and to achieve this challenge, and I did. Another awareness that I had was the fact when day 3, when I was dancing, I wasn't living in my head anymore. I was actually enjoying the process, enjoying the exploration of my movement, of the strength that my body, that my mind has. And the fact that every day I was starting to feel lighter and lighter because I was letting go, and I felt that the morning showers, those rituals of actually cleansing my body, it was helping, and reminding myself why I'm doing this. And it's just so cool watching myself, like going back and seeing how everything was just a release, you know what I mean? And it wasn't planned at all. That was just my intention, and just naturally happened. My heart just opened up, and I was honest, and yeah, I was a little scared, but it was a trust. Everything is a trust. Trust, man, trust. I had a great experience, and I'm thankful for the voice. I'm thankful for accepting it, and the power that I have. Yeah, taking back control. Rebirth. Yeah, rebirth. Yeah. I hope everyone's staying healthy. I'm sending so many blessings your way, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.